did a great job with the World Cup. Now they want to make an Olympics for the first time since 1972, I think. And it's they've looked good in preparation without winning a game. Lost narrowly to Poland. Were really in the game against Turkey. Had good performances, and they've got a pretty relaxed feel about them tonight. So if they play the normal way, their up-tempo style, they really fight for every single thing, and they're going to have to against this great Latvian team. Could be a real interesting one for Coach Cohn and his lineup. Make a statement game day one, win or lose, you've got another shot at it tomorrow.
Here comes Latvia now. They were a joy to watch yesterday, Mark. Nearly everyone got on the score sheet. They relished the atmosphere. Another sellout crowd tonight. They'd give themselves every chance to go 2 from 2.
Oh, absolutely, and I've said it before. They are one of my favourite teams to watch in basketball at the moment, because not only did everyone shares it, everyone buys into each other. They just work for each other so hard. They are fun with a capital F to watch. And they're also a very high-level technical team. They have everything you need to be a great team, and they are one.
Ranked 6th in the world, this Latvian team. We know about their World Cup run. They were just one Davis Bertens missed 3 away from what it would have been an amazing, potentially medal-winning chance. They finished 5th. They come here in front of their home crowd. It's box office stage for them. Coach Luka Bunky on screen. Coached a fantastic game last night, and now we're going to stand up and hear the national anthems of Philippines and Latvia.
The national anthem of Philippines. Divas reizes. Nu tad visi kopā. Dievs svētī Latviju, mūsu sargo Latviju, svētī Latviju, svētī
Such a beautiful sound around the arena, everybody in one voice singing the Latvian national anthem. It really does give you goosebumps and almost a tear of my eye, to be honest. It's amazing to hear. There's so much passion around the stadium for Latvia.
Oh, and the team reflect that in the way they play. Everything they do is as one, the crowd and the team. And Coach Benke said that in the press conference last night. They really feel a connection with the crowd, and it's really clear as we get to look at the 3 officials.
Well, today's referees are Ademir Zapotovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Wojciech Liszka from Poland, and Kerem Baki from Turkey. We know they have just as big of a job as the players tonight. But as you can see, we've got some Philippines fans in the house, and we thought we would. These are probably two of the most proudest countries they are of basketball. I mean, it's the main sport here in Latvia, probably the main sport in the Philippines as well. They're getting right behind their teams tonight.
And the Philippines always have a traveling contingent of fans. They're dotted around the arena. And the great thing is they'll be having the same party with these Latvian crowds, because this is, you know, it's huge. It's the Olympic qualifying tournament, so obviously they're well into it. I think the issue for the Philippines, and we're going to go look at their starting lineup at the moment, is just their ability to control the ball. Because Latvia are so effective and efficient at scoring off turnovers. If Philippines don't take care of the ball, they will have a real issue. They're going to start big. They've started big against Poland and against Turkey, so they'll probably go with Fajardo and Soto on the inside. They're going to have to control that tempo, and that's one way of doing it. And the other thing about them, Brownlee, is just having an amazing run with this team. Did a great job in the Asian qualifiers, was so good against Poland the other night. He can just knock down shots for fun, and he's got enough size, and it's just about ball control for me. It's just about, can they take care of it? Can they get enough touches? And also, can the bigs stay out of foul trouble? But they've got a lineup here that could really challenge this Latvian team.
And as you mentioned, Mark, key player for Philippines tonight is Justin Brownlee, playing in Indonesia at the moment, I should say. And had a really nice last window of the Asia Cup qualifiers, averaged 21 points, 6 assists, 11 rebounds. He'll definitely be a key player for them tonight. And we take a look at Coach Tim Cone on the screen. I mean, he is the heart and soul of this Philippines team. He took the helm again after the 2023 World Cup. He led the team, obviously, to resounding wins in the World Cup window. But let's listen to Luka Bunky. He's always full of energy tonight.
Always with energy, and there's the starting lineup. This is how deep this team is, because Christos Zoric didn't play last night. Was a big factor at the World Cup run. It just no injury, it was just rotation. Now he starts, and he knows that's what's going to happen, what his team needs. Well, what a game that Morris had last night. Really did an excellent job in every stat line category. He made a contribution.
And really efficient as well, 100% from the field as well. He was fantastic. And the other change to that starting five as well, we see Klaus Chavas get the start as well. So that's really exciting for them. They've got that ability to rotate. I mean, look at the luxury they have. So many players coming off the bench. Like we said, Coach Bunky nearly used every single person on the bench last night. And he's doing a fantastic job with his team. We know he was crowned the best coach of the 2023 World Cup. And he's got some real weapons in his team that will really challenge this Philippines team as we count down to tip-off on the Tissot clock.
Just to finish on the Coach Banky stuff, one of the things that always impresses me when you hear him talk at press conferences and about, he feels so much responsibility as a non-Latvian being given the responsibility to lead the team. And I think his relationship with the country is one of the foundations for how well this team does. He holds everybody, including himself, to account, and that's where they get their strength from.
Well, we're nearly ready to go here in Riga, where it's the 6th best team in the world up against the team ranked 24th in the Philippines. The semi-finals are really starting to take shape after tonight's game. We saw Montenegro get the win over Cameroon earlier on. They go 1 from 1. Latvia's their second game tonight, and Philippines their first game. Of course, the semi-finals on Saturday here in Latvia. But at the moment, all eyes on the Philippines and Latvia as they're about to go head-to-head in Arena Riga. And the drums and the stands in full force as we welcome you to Arena Riga in Latvia, where it is the home team, Latvia, going head-to-head with the Philippines on night 2 of this Olympic qualifying tournament. And what a start for the Philippines!
That's a pass from Soto. The two bigs just combining, and one of the ways to beat this Latvian defense is the extra quick pass. Great execution, what a start.
Schmitz had a fantastic night last night. Bertaz loves this range. Couldn't quite get them off to a nice start. Justin Brownlee, the key player we talked about at the start of the game. Newsom has a few weapons as well. Looking for his bigs. Ramos gets it. Now Kai Soto. expecting him to play a key role tonight. Here he is with ball in hand and bakes it in. What a start!
Well, people always talk about, is the Achilles heel for Latvia? The fact they haven't really got genuine size. And all Philippines have done is taken it right down the gut on every single possession. They get round it by their pressure and the way they speed people up. But Philippines seem comfortable with that. The Philippine League is a very quick league, and a lot of these players play in their home league. So I don't think the pace is going to be the concern. Great start for the Philippines.
Nice Soto at the line for a three-point play. And he gets it done.
Still only 22. He is a young man in a big man's body at the moment. Really grows every year in his confidence.
Zodic's getting the start tonight for Latvia. Didn't play a minute last night. He nearly got them off to a nice start, but at the moment it's all Philippines. A sea of blue striding down the court. A 5-0 run, and Kai Soto's played a big part. He had the assist in the first bucket, then he had the three-point play in the second. He's causing headaches already.
Well, and the 1-5 in the starting line. Dwight Ramos, again, he was also really impressive in the they almost came back from double digits down to beat Poland. Plays in the Japanese league. It's a tough league, so if anyone who's not aware of Philippines basketball thought this might be just Latvia winning the game, this is a country that prides itself on its basketball. It is the biggest sport in the country. You only had to be at the World Cup to know how big it is in that country, so don't be surprised. Let's not get carried away that Latvia have just started a little bit at the start. But the Philippines are here to play.
Newsom and Brownlee. Brownlee pulls up for a triple. Oh my goodness, everything is going the Philippines' way.
He was guarded. Just made the three over the defense.
Well, Latvia are shell-shocked at the moment. Can Roland Schmitz turn the tide? Zodix hustles, and it was a good hustle in the end. Kuruks. Ramos couldn't keep it in.
You know, last night, Judah, we talked about the rhythm that Latvia had. When they move the ball, everybody moves. It's a little bit screen, catch, stop, screen, catch. It's not flowing like they want to flow at the moment, and that's the quickness of the Philippines defense that's really giving them that issue.
Sonics breaks free from the agility of this Gilas team. Goes inboard now, Krista Zodix. There was a foul called in amongst all of that.
You mentioned it that Zodix didn't start. We mentioned it before the game, but with Bertans going down injured after halfway through the second game in the World Cup, him and Jagas basically ran the backcourt. So this is not like a massive issue for Latvia. They would expect him to be able to deal with the situation. He started really confidently, took the shot but missed it. Now he's on the free throw line. And I think you said as well, they're so deep, everybody's interchangeable. They'll click into gear soon, and if they won't, this crowd will help them click into gear.
Newsom now. Can he keep the Philippines' good run going? Instead, it gets turned over. Schmitz with the active hands and gets the first field goal of the game for Latvia.
And why wouldn't it be Schmitz? Always the energy guy, always working at both ends of the floor. And it's contagious. Once someone gets a deflection, someone else is looking, and Rodions Kurik's almost got a steal himself.
And celebrated the little win as well after it, the fist pumps.
Everything.
Yeah, they're an energy team. Both are, really.
Even though Rodions Kurik's is listed as a guard, he's 190 plus. They've got that size as they get another effort play for the putback.
Fajardo has had a lovely start to this game under the rim. A massive force out there for the Philippines. Kuruc pulls up for a triple. With the hand in his face, if you don't mind. Tough basket from Rodions Kuruc. He got the effort on the defensive end, able to translate it into some good offense. Just like that, it's back within three, although Soto has something to say about that.
Again, the pass against this pressure is so important. You've got to execute it, but super cut, super pass.
Oh, good hands there by Chavas. It gets kicked around. Bertans has to go from a more comfortable range this time, but can't convert. Ramos off and running. Zodic stuffed him on the way through. So Latvia slowly finding their rhythm, but Kai Soto, he's an athletic specimen.
Absolutely.
Playing at the moment in Japan with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Averaged 15.5 points and 12.5 rebounds in the last window of the Asia Cup qualifiers. He knows how to get to work on the international stage, that's for sure. Newsom loses it, but he's able to get it back and find some space with the hand as well.
That's a take, that's a finish against real challenge. And you saw him force himself through the contact, force himself through the attempted block, through the contact, didn't take his eyes off where he wanted the ball to go.
And we see some subs coming for Latvia. I think it's a good move by Coach Bunky. Rihaz Lomash is going to enter the game, and our key player that we focused on at the start of the game, Marnus Medis, into the arena as well. 11 points, 100% from the field, 7 rebounds and 4 assists last night for him.
This is going to be one of those factors that Latvia are relentless. Whoever comes in is just going to keep that level going. The great thing already for me for the Philippines is that Soto can be foul prone. He's really played smart down the defensive end. And I think the depth that Latvia have could be crucial as this game develops, but the game might be done before that happens. The way this game has started, the Philippines are very focused, spreading the floor, sharing the ball really well, and it's about the balance of when they get into rotations that could become absolutely crucial.
Newsom can't get the M1 to go. Zodic's bringing it up from the backcourt now. 14 plays 7. Lomash, can he have an instant impact? Had a really good night last night. Zodix bakes it in.
You see that when they run all those actions, whoever has the guard spot, Zorix on this occasion, if the defense just starts to chase all those screeners, then he opens up the drive lane. If you get a replay of it right now, you look, there's no one looking to help because they're all playing the action away from the ball. Chagars does it really well. Zoric does it incredibly well as well. They've got enough size and athleticism to finish. So it's that action that not only hurts you from the options it gives those cutters, but it just opens up the middle of the floor.
Davis Bertans on for his first minutes of the game, replacing Roland Schmitz.
Not a bad option to bring it.
Not at all.
An NBA vet just comes off your bench who doesn't understand what a bad shot is.
Yeah. Kai Soto into Brownlee. Oh, just sends Bertans to the deck. But it gets in Lobash's hands regardless. Kuruc has some space. And it's going to be a Philippines ball. So Latvia slowly finding their rhythm. And they've already had an avalanche of substitutions. We now see Giannis Timmer come into the game as well. 5 rebounds last night. Was one of the rare players that didn't actually score, but he put in a great stint. He had that foul trouble early, so he sat for a while.
A long while.
Yeah. I think, yeah, first period, and then we didn't see him until the 4th. He knew his role, he played it. A good look-ahead pass to Soto. It came in his hands probably a tad too late. And they get another go at it.
Yeah, just had it on the backboard, then he had nowhere to go. Great control by the defense not wanting to reach. They knew that he had nowhere to go. I mean, the key man for the Philippines may well be the veteran, Yaver Bagular, because he's the only other 2-meter-plus guy really on the floor. And if he can get in, give minutes, his experience will really help this team.
Brownlee with the one-handed shot.
Now he's just points. He's at points in so many ways.
Sonics can't get the points of his own. Brownlee looking ahead. Instead, he goes by himself. Can't get the back-to-back, just a bit hard on the backboard. Sonics with pace. He's had a really nice start to this game. Lomash! Jeez, that would have been nice. It was a through the legs assist nearly from Zonix. Newsom now. PBA champion, finals MVP and All-Star. Fajardo, a great catch and a great finish. That is strong.
They are milking. They're milking the mismatch underneath, milking the high-low. I mean, Latvia are going to have to talk it over. Coach Benke wants to take the timeout. And he's always got answers, but can you execute in a different way to stop that high-low action?
This will be a very interesting timeout to listen to, that's for sure. Coach Luca Bunke. He said it might be a bit animated in there.
Positioning is important, okay? Don't give the possibility to go through the sides. Go three-quarters. Push him out of range. To the top, to the corner. Don't make him play to the basket. Fine, first one, and you give up the right drive. Let's go. We need to step up. That energy, guys. Okay. Janka. His offense, we go Xishtaya, okay? Watch out the pressure, supporting. We play the good guards here.
Well, it's been such a hot start for the Philippines. 18 points to 9 at the moment. It's been the work of their bigs. Kai Soto, Jumar Fajardo. We've seen Brownlee cameo with a few points, but you're right, you said it before the timeout. Latvia are really struggling with that mismatch, especially with Fajardo under the rim.
High-low is, if they keep the ball off the floor and change the angle, it doesn't give Latvia enough opportunity to change the way they want to either front or three-quarter front down low. And they don't like to overhelp. Coach Benke's teams really do not want to overhelp because they're worried about the skip to the open shooter. He's going to have to make an adjustment unless they can put more pressure on the ball to make that pass more difficult.
Fajardo converts the three-point play. They are out to a 10-point lead. You can see Fajardo has not missed. 7 points, 3 from 3 from the field. Davis Bertans straight into the hands of Soto. Still sticking with that same starting five of the Philippines. Latvia have made a range of subs already. Soto backing down on Bertans. Fajardo manages to somehow squeeze it, but pass a bit too far for Ramos. He didn't really know what he was doing there.
I think Ramos thought, as I thought, it was a back court, but the referees must have seen it the direction off of Latvia, otherwise it was. But everybody in the gym thought it was a back court.
Yeah, no doubt.
But everybody in the gym doesn't matter. It's only the guy in gray. He's the only person that matters.
Lomash to Timmer. And Lel Strolix on for his first minutes. And he makes an instant impact.
Played in that space behind the screen. Nice finish, nice little floater.
Newsom for the Philippines. Bertan's doing a good job here on Soto. Shot clock down to 5. Newsom pulls up and drains it.
He had a great college career at Georgetown. They've got real quality across this roster.
Not much got fouled on the way in. Play for that one nicely, but Chua drive. And he finds himself at the line. He has Lomash. You see this finish from Newsom. All class. Lobash able to put the first one down. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists last night up against Georgia. Played a really crucial role in that game. Of course, we know he's playing with Bologna, Luca Bunky's team in Italy. So he has that connection with his coach already, and they seem to have a lot of trust in each other. Noosa doing a great job at the point so far. Ramos shares it around with Soto. Can he get in the action? Pass went too far for Fajardo. I'll try again for the baseline. 2.3 seconds left on the shot clock, so I need to be aware of that. Newsom looking for Ramos. Lomash interfered there. 1.1 now on the shot clock. Let's see what they do here. The crowd are making it hard for them. So Newsom from the sideline. Strolek's making it very hard for him. Newsom pots up the shot. And Latvia escape there. 21 plays 13, and it's the Philippines' way.
Since Davis Bertans has come on the floor and has taken on the Soto responsibility, the Philippines have struggled. But at the other end, they're still holding this Latvian team to some real tough shots.
Strolek never looked like missing.
And he is the guy that, as you said, came out of the timeout, goes in, makes the penetration, they leave him alone, and nails the three. He has turned their offense around in those 3 possessions.
Another timeout in the arena. It's going to be Coach Cone.
Nobody's coming out. Stay on the field. Come on. You're giving up too easy. You're trying to peel back easy. Don't peel back easy. Peel back really hard.
We've seen a bit of a resurgence here from Latvia. We noticed Bertans taking on the role of defending Soto, and Strolek has provided that offensive impact. You can never discount a good team like this. They're never going to be out of the game for too long, and they're resurging back into it now.
Well, I said they're just going to find the right guys on the right night. And there's different guys every night for them. And you would never have said that Davis Bertans had coming in. It would be his defense that has sparked a run for this team. It's normally him coming down the floor and taking the three. But his defense on Soto has been absolutely fundamental to the way this game has just got back into a little bit of control for Latvia.
Still no subs for the Philippines out of that timeout. Keeping with the same guys. And why wouldn't they? It's been a great start for the men in blue. Fajardo getting to work on Chavas. Brownlee from the top. Nails it!
They just got lost on a pick down that freed up Brownlee. Great find by Fajardo because they're literally face guarding Brownlee. Just again, great execution to free him up, to give him that half a step. That's all he needs.
Speaking of half a step, Stronex does that. Timmer can't respond. And Newsom finds some space. He can break away here and get the 2 to go.
Well,
great anticipation.
That's how to come out of a timeout, right? You go, everything gets a bit nasty. You go fight. You're going to go like 5-0 run out the timeout. Great response to the coach.
And he was singled out, wasn't he? Coach Cone said, you know, you need to peel back harder. You're giving up too easy, and that's your response. Back out to a 10-point lead at minute 21. left in this first period.
Well, here is that first rotation as Carl Tamayo comes in. Still quite young at 23, but he's got to play big. He's 2 meters, yes, but he's not Soto. So big moments is when they get into rotation for the Philippines. They have the 10-point lead. It'll be interesting to see where they are when Soto comes back.
Lomash. Oh, beautiful pass. Matus a bit too hot on it. Didn't miss a shot last night. He's missed his first attempt tonight.
2 feet.
Yeah. Funny game, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's why we love it. That's why there are 9,000 people here.
As was the case last night as well. A packed out arena, sold out on both nights. These Latvian fans adore this team. Been waiting to welcome them home after that World Cup run. You can hear the drums, you can hear the clapping. They're hoping this offensive set turns into a basket for them. They're in much need of it. Although Bertan's a rare fumble, straight into the hands of Fajardo. He kicks the head to Tamayo, stepping around and couldn't finish it off. Good hands there by Ramos, but Tima eventually saves the day for Latvia. Lomash pulls up, can't knock it down. And Tamayo caught in the crosshairs of Matus.
You see Coach Benke on the side saying, hey, come on, run our stuff, get calm. Because that 3 is not a normal Latvia 3. They get it off action, they get it off movement. They're not a one-and-done team very often because they've got people involved and they've got abilities to get to the glass.
Roland Schmitz comes back into the game for the last 42 seconds. And the captain for the Philippines, Jumpeth Aquila, the heart and soul of the team, coming onto the floor. Fajardo's going to take a seat. And we've also got Calvin Oftana coming on. So a few subs for both teams. Carl Tamayo at the line, Latvia in the bonus. Carl Tamayo playing with Ryukyu in Japan at the moment. Won the B-League championship with the team. And in the Asia Cup qualifiers just scored an average of 6.5 points, so played a nice role in those qualies. But as you mentioned, with Soto sitting down, it's sort of a similar role to the last game. We talked about when Vucevic sat down, there was a chance for Cameroon to attack. Similar for Philippines, and Soto's on a chance for Latvia to attack.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've still got a foul to give as well. They don't need to sort of panic here. They do have to work hard for these 42 seconds, and you can see Soto and that coming back very quickly in the second quarter.
Lomash with some speed, and Oftana got in his way. That's better from Lomash. He took the 3 that wasn't open, I should say. It was more contested in the previous play, and this time the strong drive. Schmitz into Strolex. Back in the hands of Lomash. Oh, the play didn't work to Spitz. Bradley went in a bit too hard.
Without the 2 bigs, they're switching everything. And that switching everything was exactly where Brownlee got. He rotated and gets into the passing lane. It's a nice job by Coach Cohn to have that option. He can't just play the same way with the 2 bigs. He doesn't just go in, he comes up with a different way of dealing with it defensively, and everybody rotated, and Brownlee gets a hand in the lane, finds himself on the free throw line, and they could end up increasing the lead without the bigs on the floor.
8 points for Justin Brownlee in the game already. We spoke about him at the start of the game. He's our key player, playing in Indonesia at the moment. He just gets buckets wherever he shows up. A 6-time Philippines League champion, 3-time best import of the conference in the Philippines League as well. And he gets the baskets to go. Another sub coming on for the Philippines. Brownlee will take a well-deserved rest, and Kevin Kimball gets his first look in tonight. So what can Strelnick do now? He's provided the spark since he's come onto the court. He's got 15 seconds to work with to give Latvia some sort of momentum heading into the end of the first period. Oh, and it falls out of his hands. I've got that same reaction, my dude. I can't believe that that's happened.
But it's that same thing, the point we made earlier on. It's as opposed to what normally happens, this is very much pass, 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 pass. Pass, stop, pass, stop, pass, stop, and everybody's adjusted defensively, so there's more pressure on each passing lane, and then little mistakes will creep in.
So CJ Perez brought in for this last play.
Oh!
And he makes the three! That is the definition of instant impact from CJ Perez. The first second he's on, he lands a long-range prayer to beat the buzzer. What a start! God damn! That's the reaction I had too. What a start from this Philippines team. And CJ Perez is feeling it, as is this Gilas team. And at the end of the first quarter, it is the Philippines 32, leading Latvia 16.
They've given up 32 points, Latvia. I don't know, can't remember. I would have to go back a long, long way to know that was the last time, when was the last time they did that. And if we think about how they've done it, inside, pumping it down low, we're going to get to see it on the best plays here. First play of the game, inside, and then once that happens, and then they free up the perimeter game and Brownlee gets a look. It's almost out of the coaching manual. Gets them inside, established, then you've got other options, and then just play well down the defensive end. And the fact that they went to the switching options defensively, they have a lot in the locker. If Latvia came into this game a little bit complacent, they won't be complacent right now, because they have been taken out of their rhythm. They haven't got that normal flow in how they run. Everything is an effort. And it's really, really difficult to understand. Coach Benke's got a hard job now, because if you start a game with this mentality, it's hard to get out of that place.
Well, what a start it was for the Philippines team, and CJ Perez with the icing on the cake came on literally for that play. What a masterstroke from Coach Cohen, knew exactly what he brought this player in for. And Perez said, thank you very much. I know how to finish off the first period. And if you want to know about more action, download the Courtside 1891 app. The QR code's on your screen. And if you do scan it, you might find out about what was pretty much considered an upset in one of the other tournaments in New Zealand. That's right, New Zealand beating Croatia 90-86.
That is a massive upset, the way that Croatia have been playing. That's what this Olympic qualifying tournament does, though. It's so brutal. Every game is so important.
A good start there for Rodions Kuruc in his hometown. You know Croatia, how they played against Slovenia last night as well, so it's unbelievable result. And kudos to the New Zealand team getting the result. A long way from home, mind you, as well. Oh, Perez nearly went 2 from 2. Good to see him still on the floor after that amazing buzzer beater in the first period. Not much now. Latvia find themselves in unfamiliar territory here. Just passes not quite hitting the teammates, taking uncharacteristic shots without sharing it around. And ultimately, down by 17.
Again, another example, they tried to change the angle but couldn't change it and throw it straight in. They had to stop the defense to re-establish position.
Stronex, Kuruc, can he go back to back? Too short. CJ Perez, he's the impact man. Stronex with the active hands. Giving him some trouble. A few worried faces around the arena for Latvian fans. We've already got a sub from Coach Bunky. Janis Stronex off the floor, and Christos Zonox, who made a nice start to the game, comes back in. And Soto back on the floor for Philippines. That's a big move. Jumper Taguila takes his seat.
See, Latvia won't panic. They'll still keep taking those same shots. but they're not getting him in the same rhythm. Their issue is this end. They are struggling to find a way to stop this Philippine team.
Kimbao nearly, and it ends up in the hands of Perez. Slices the defense, and Soto with the reverse dunk! Wow! Kai Soto with all the party tricks here tonight in Riga. Rodion Skuruc backing down on Kimbao. Brownlee hustles. And we see Streltic out there for the first time for Latvia. I mean, he was their leading scorer last night, so it's completely different in terms of rotations, but have a look at this. Perez, Soto with the reverse slam. The authority from the Philippines big has been enormous tonight. He's the current, he's the future, he's the everything for this team. Perez with the pace. Couldn't get the finish. And now Zorix goes for a run of his own. Lobash and Kuruc happy to share it around. Streltic eventually gets it. And it was good D there, and the hand in his face. Kuruc couldn't quite get it to him either. Suffocating at the moment. Brownlee. Off Tana to Soto, and again, Kai Soto wins out.
That's a super pass. Just let it there for Soto to go onto the ball. Super pass, great finish.
A good D on the opposite end too from Calvin off Tana. Still in the hands of Lobash. Zorix pulls up, knocks it down! Big time shot from Krista Zonix. They really needed that. Time for the Philippines now. Kimbao. He pulls up for a corner. Triple of his own! Kevin Kimbao! Because whatever you could do, I could do better.
They just cannot stop this Filipino team. Whatever they've tried defensively, they've had an answer. They're making big shots. Now, can they make big shots the whole game? And the way they're feeling at the moment, you've got to say they've got a good chance of, but it's the variation, the inside options like this, but a great defensive effort. But down here, Latvia will score. They'll get some point, they'll get some rhythm. Their biggest issue is how they can slow down and stop this Philippines offense.
So stopping play here. I think a coach's challenge from Team Philippines. Coach Cone calling for a challenge, and the referees will come together.
Head coach challenge, out of bounds.
Let's take a listen.
Okay, we are going to review which team goes the ball goes out of bounds, okay? Yes, why?
Non saprà negra, non sarà stata maschera di Italia, VIP.
Okay, white is the last one. Do we have any other angle just to reconfirm? I will go. White one was the last touch. We will, after the real ball is reversed, the ball goes for the blue team, okay? Okay, 6:28, 12 seconds. 11 seconds, sorry. Shot clock, 11 seconds. This way. Okay.
So there you go, a good challenge by Coach Cone. They get the ball back. It's always a risk challenge in this early in the game, but he was adamant.
And the great thing for him at the moment, he's got such a momentum going. If he gets another go, his percentages to score are really high. You know, he's already up 18. He could end up 21 on this possession. So the challenge is well worth it.
So a big chance here for the Philippines to extend their lead and get in the 40s, and it's only in the second period. Perez pulls up, can't make the most of the opportunity. He was ice cold when he came over, hasn't quite hit the same rhythm since. I mean, it's hard to follow up a shot like that, mind you.
It's one of those scenarios, he had the open mid-range, he decided to put it on the floor. Take the one with your feet set.
So Latvia down 21-39. Home crowd trying to spur them on and inject some energy into this team. But again, it gets turned over. Just passing over the blue bodies didn't work out for them. Kimbale kicks it out to Perez, steps back, and it was well short. And Kuruc makes them punishes them on the other end. A good fast break there from Rodions Kuruc. They're going to need a lot more of that. He's had a good night so far. 7 points, 3 from 6 from the field. Justin Brownlee. And again, Kuruc comes in. Schmitz. Couldn't make it. Wow. He's going to have another go. Bertans on the floor. Zorniks. Streltic finds himself open and gets himself a bucket. A big bucket from three-point range for Artur Streltic. Timeout called. Coach Cohen wants to talk it over with his team. Because Latvia have got a bit of momentum now off that Kuruc steal. And then Zorniks kicking it out to Streltic. Nails the triple. The fans are happy. Can this be the turning point for Latvia? Let's listen to Coach Cohen.
Position of the ball. You're taking 2 terrible shots. This is too important, bro. Too important. I'm going to trust you out there. I'm going to trust you to make decisions out there.
It's a nice timeout because he really just got into them being accountable for what they're doing. There are times you have to tell people they're doing things wrong or a terrible shot, but he ended up saying he trusts them to make the decisions, be accountable to each other. He's gone back big, which is obviously the right thing to do because that starting lineup was good. You saw in the last possession, their energy level just dipped a little bit on offense, and then Latvia's relentless defense comes up with a couple of steals. They have to play at a level. If they dip, Latvia will get right back in this.
And the big final word there was don't let the crowd get into it, and that's exactly what they're doing. Loose for the Philippines. Ramos. Guarded by Bertans. He's going to lose it here. They scramble. And again, that suffocating defense, a bit physical now. And if you don't want the crowd to get into it, this is not the way to do it.
Exactly. That's such a good point. It's a shot clock violation anyway.
Or is it? They're conferring together now.
I think one of them is called a held ball, but I think the shot clock violation happened.
I agree. Well, they're the main guys out there. They'll tell us what they're thinking. Yeah. There you go.
So coming out of the timeout where coach wanted to not let the momentum keep going, Latvia get a stop. Now have a chance to keep building on that, make this a single-digit game. And it's about Philippines now. They haven't been challenged in the game now. They've got to get back to that execution level they had in the first half. You have to do it for 40 against Latvia, because they will. of a sudden looks more in flow with people passing and moving.
Kuruc has played a big part in this, and he gets fouled.
And there's that difference, the pass, catch and play it off the catch. Because all the Philippines were doing was reacting to where the ball had gone, not trying to stop it going to a particular spot there. You go back to the one or two of the steals where they shot the passing lane. Everyone just played flat and allowed the catch, and Kuruc just got it and went. Draws the foul on the free throw line. We could be looking at an 11-point game, and won't be surprised if Coach Benke goes up the floor a little bit here, just to, not too much. He doesn't want to give anything easy, just to keep them under the pressure.
So Kuruc coming off 3 points and 2 rebounds against Georgia. He's already up to 7 points for the night. The equal leading scorer on the floor for Latvia alongside Zoric. And now he's got the mantle. 9 points now for Kuruc.
Just a little bit of soft full court pressure just to keep the Philippines out of that rhythm.
Newsom looking for Soto. Steps back on his own. Fell short. And here we go, the crowd rising. Kuruc with pace. And again, they get fouled on the way in. Matus this time will head to the free throw line. And it's not the traditional way of shooting and scoring, but getting to the line is another good alternative to get themselves back in the game.
It's like watching a complete reversal. Now Latvia are the team with the momentum, playing that step quicker. The defense down the last time, they switched, they hedged really hard. And you saw Newsom then had to make a play. He couldn't then give it inside or create anything for his teammate. He had to make a tough one. They got the rebound, they're still on that roll now. This is going to be a single-digit game if he makes the free throw.
All the anticipation around the arena. And Matus, and he misses, but Streltic, a great rebound. Oh, the putback was short. Wow. Can you believe it? A chance for Brownlee now. Wow. It's not often you see that. We're a bit shell-shocked here.
And it's a massive, that had gone back, and it's the momentum of that would just carry it on. They've got a chance now, the Philippines, after the foul, to get it in, get a shot they want, maybe just re-establish a little bit of control of the tempo. The starters are all back in for the Philippines, but it doesn't look like the same 5 guys. And that's all about the relentless nature of the way that Latvia play this game.
See if the Philippines can provide a response here. Latvia outscored them 13-7 in this period. Brownlee, the leading scorer on the floor, pulls up. And Streltic can grab the rebound and push the pace on the opposite end. Chavas and Bertans. Zoric. Driving. It just falls out of his hands, and Ramos has only got Brownlee ahead of him. He uses it perfectly, and Brownlee with the slam to finish it all off. Let's not understate the dive as well in that play. A nice response from the Philippines. Good active hands in the defense, and Ramos dishes it. Brownlee finishes it. All class from Justin Brownlee. 12 points for the game already. And Luka Bunking can't do much about that. Let's take a listen to him.
Iemēji jādodas jau tagad uzreiz uz 102. sektora ieeju, jo tur jūs sagaidīs kā to, kā saka, brīvprātīgajiem, ka mēs skatām noķert rēklam, jā, tātad zīmenīgi uz 102. sektoru. Dodamies tā varētu piedalīties konkursā, kurš sāksies uzreiz pēc šīs ceturtdaļas fināla svilpas. Dodamies tagad 102. sektors. Oh, not the biscuit!
Oh, but the fans, it's really important that they get involved in this game for Latvia. We saw Coach Cohen say it in the other timeout. We saw that reaction from that fan after the shot, but it's great to see so many fans packed out in the stands. It's obviously heavily Latvia, but so many Philippines fans, they seem to travel everywhere their team goes, they're there.
And wherever they're coming, they're here. It's like, the margins are so tight, aren't they? The missed putback, Zurich's had an open shooter in the corner, decided to try and force him. Could have been a different game, now they're going to do it all again.
Kuruc with a deep triple. Ramos with the safe rebound. Has eyes on Newsom, but now has to stop a prop. Eventually gets Chris Newsom to Brownlee. Goes on his own, met by Chavas. Soto goes in and pops it back in.
And plays hard, you know, he's not that young man anymore, he's a fully grown man, he plays hard, great follow, great offensive work on the glass.
Bertans finds himself free, and he's always going to knock those ones down. Davis Bertans lethal from three-point range. What could Brownlee do with ball in hand? His team leading by 11. Fajardo, a great move on Chavas.
Well, he's a veteran now, Fajardo. He's had multiple world championships at spots in the Philippines. Seen a lot of changes in this roster, but he's as effective as he's ever been.
Bertans goes back to back. Putting the team on his back. Davis Bertans, the captain, puts the back within 10. Soto to Newsom and now Fajardo. Hasn't missed yet, Fajardo dishes it to Brownlee, and that was a bit too light on the shot. It gives Charlton a chance to transition on the opposite end. It's still with Latvia here. Zordics. Kudic still has it. Soto confronted Bertans. It was a beautiful shot here from Davis Bertans. And then he thought, yeah, I'll have another one. Back to back for the Latvian captain. And Coach Cohen not loving what he sees. It's so hard to stop a player of that caliber as the referees come together for a review.
The last shot, 2 or 3 points. Okay, it's obvious. He step on the line, make a shot, from 2 points field. We have 2 points then, okay? Just for 2 points basket, okay? Not the review.
So good coming together of the referees there. That's the right call in the end, and it might have come a little bit after the fact, but they've made it. 2-pointer instead of a 3 for Davis Bertans. So 45 plays 34 now, so it's back out to that 11-point lead. Still in Latvian hands. And Coach Cohen right at the top of the technical bench, still arguing his case. He's riding all the waves in the arena at the moment. Kai Soto's going to come off in the midst of all that.
Well, he's on the 2 fouls, and he's been very foul prone during the prep. So he's got the 2, he's got minute 34, finished the half without him.
Bertans, does he get revenge for the missed 3? Chavas instead gets the air 1! A big move by the big man, Klaus Chavas. Splits the defense.
Again, it's the immediate thing you mentioned earlier on. Your big man goes out, you have no real big of the same size, straight down. When have they been straight down the gut of the defense until Soto goes out? Great roll, great execution. Latvia basketball, we're at single digits with one to come. And after scoring 32 in the first quarter, 13 points, you said they had to make a difference at the defensive end, and they've definitely done that. They haven't been that much better at the offensive end. Better, yes, but not enormously.
It's a good offensive rebound, a chance for them to rectify that missed free throw from Chavas. Zodics now. Bertans free. And he can't get that three that got taken off him. Brownlee now. Just over a minute left in this opening half, and what a performance it's been from the Philippines so far. Brownlee stepping around Chavas. Too much force from Klaus Chavas.
They got the foul to give, so they can just rematch up. Get on the side, get it on the sideline, stop, get another stop. You're automatically starting to get it down to 7, to 6, to 5. And most importantly, the crowd will believe they're back in the game now.
So Chavas off with those 2 fouls, 2 points and 2 rebounds to his name. See Davis Bertans out there, Roland Schmitz into the game as well. And it's Brownlee up against Kurutz in this duel. Backing down on Rodions, and Brownlee gets the win and the foul.
Tough move. We watched Latvia in practice, and Coach Benke doesn't want it to go to the baseline in that situation. He wants it falls to the middle, and there you can see why if you have that philosophy. Had no help. I mean, that's the other issue.
So Brownlee with 14 points for the game. He's had a fantastic first half so far. Can he convert the three-point play? He can. Silences the crowd for the time being. 50 seconds left in this opening half for Latvia to get some sort of momentum heading into halftime. It gets swatted away from Zonic's beautiful hands by Newsom. Brownlee now. Can he keep up his good form? 15 points, 5 boards. Justin Brownlee still with ball in hand. Ramos for 3. Oh my word! Bertans hits the deck under the rim.
They've called an unsportsmanlike foul, but I can't tell you on what or what. But they've definitely called an unsportsmanlike foul.
So a big call out there on the floor. Let's check out a replay here. So Ramos with the 3. Was it Aquila? Was it? Let's see here.
I
No.
think they've called it on
Bertans. Yeah, because he grabbed his neck and then Aquila to retaliate it, obviously.
Well, the wheels have come off this second quarter for Latvia in the last 30 seconds. It's re-established that 15-point lead with these 2 to come. And they'll have possession. It's a great last minute for the Philippines, especially as they protected Soto with the 2 fouls.
So Aquila with 1 more to come. Bertans takes a seat. And hey, I'm waiting for CJ Perez to come on. He hit the buzzer beater in the first period. Let's get another one. Why not? It's a beautiful first half for the Philippines. And they're going to get possession here again. 53 plays 36, a really high scoring first half, mind you, as well. 20 seconds left to make something more out of it. A big triple earlier on. Can Brownlee do it again? Oh, and this time, an offensive foul. It's starting to get pretty heated out there.
Rodions Kurutz didn't need to do what he did at all. after the call that was already made in his favor, he talked to Newsom in a very, very aggressive way, right in front of the official, who has to stop that and did a great job making the call. And they have just lost whatever control they had in this last minute. That's an 11-0 run since that in the last minute of this quarter. It was a 10-point game with the ball. It's now an 18-point game, and it's if control and discipline is one of the things you value yourself, they've lost that, and they're feeling the pressure.
So Kurutz comes off, Bertan's on, and Kim Bao can have it 13 seconds here. And the man, CJ Perez, all eyes on him.
He's very good in the last minute.
Yeah, I say that.
Good job by Coach Cohn as well. Take out Fajardo, doesn't need to risk another foul with him. It's, Coach Cohn's done an excellent job at managing the game as well as coaching the game.
So can Latvia end it on a high note? They've had a really bad couple of minutes. Lomash stands tall. And that'll wrap things up in the first half. It's been all the Philippines. What a performance from the visitors. They've been able to silence the home crowd at the end of the first half.